all of you listening to embrace that and to really make use of that opportunity. Any of you that call in, whoever calls in first, that's brave and courageous, I will be happy to do a live angelic reading, or I could do a divine guidance reading, or read a page from the Vortex of Alignment if you want a page for yourself. So I encourage you to call in, and I encourage you to write in those questions and share what you're experiencing out there, because you have a powerful message to share as well, whether it be where you're struggling so that we can tune into that and find a solution, or whether it be that you are freaking rocking it and you are manifesting like the amazing God or goddess energy that you are, and you want to share that, and you want to share how excited you are about that. I welcome those calls and that feedback. So
all right.
I will pause for a moment and check in with Amnon. Amnon, anything coming in yet?
No.
Okay.
Nothing yet, but I just wanted to mention that
your question?
Well, my question, I'll get to it.
Okay. I remembered. You're like, I have a question.
But I want to ask everybody who's watching, and a lot of you are out there watching right now, but you're not logged into the chat. Log into the chat.
Yes.
To the right of the video, there is a little field that says enter your username or nick or handle. Just put whatever you want there. You don't have to put your real name if you feel.
Yeah, if you want to remain anonymous, put whatever. You could be Mickey Mouse today.
Absolutely. and just log in and see what you're missing in the chat.
Yes. Thank you, Amnon.
Oh, that's chocolatey.
Yeah, take time to connect in that way. And then if you guys want to call in through Skype, you can call in through Computer's 2K Voice. So that's another option for you to call in. But yeah, ask your questions, share your feedback. Let's open this platform like this. Think of this as like an angelic meeting that's been summoned, and you're a part of the chair. So we want to hear from you. So really make use of that time. So did you want to talk about your question, or you want to wait a little bit, Amnon?
Wait a little bit because I'm doing something.
Okay, he's like, I'm doing something. All right, so we'll get back to our focus with vibrational alignment. When it comes to manifestation, what I've been really helping a lot of the students that have been summoned into the meditation and yoga classes I'm teaching is to really embrace the space when we're in our meditative time, to embrace the space of creative, conscious creation, where when we go into meditation, we could just go in there just to calm our nerves and to breathe and relax. And that's beautiful. And that's very important to vibrational alignment, because when you're stressed out and you're in fear and you're in worry, if you can pull away from that energy and just go and lay down and for 5-10 minutes, just connect with your breath, releasing tension, releasing stress, connecting with spirit, allowing the solution. Right there, vibrationally, you are shifting out of that heavier, anchored, dark, sludge, grudgy energy of heaviness to a neutral space of I'm emptying the slate and I'm just going neutral to allow the vibrational balance. And from that place, when we can start to master that equilibrium of our energy, and we can find a way to really go away from that tendency to worry to just being neutral and just being in ease, allowing the ease, allowing the relaxation. The next step that we can really start to have fun with is when we go into meditation and we're in that place of ease, we can set an intention to focus on what it is we want to manifest. So for me this weekend, I had an art show. About the last week or two, when I go into meditation, I would visualize the beautiful souls coming in and supporting me as an artist, buying my artwork. I saw me taking pictures with them. I visualized them writing out checks or putting cash in my love offering jar, them being so grateful and appreciative of the connection that they had and the time they had with me, as well as the beautiful artwork they were going to take home with them. And I visualized this. And then I let it go. I don't visualize any certain person. It's just being open to that energy and that experience. And vibrationally, rather than worry about, I'm going to do all this effort and I'm going to do this, which I used to do in the past. I would do the work, and then I'd worry that no one would come and appreciate the work, and then I would do all this work for nothing. And I made it happen a lot. I manifested that experience way more than I'd like to admit. But the good thing is we're all in this life school together. We're all learning from our experiences. And as I learned that the vibrational alignment in myself was the most important aspect of creation, it has helped me so much to manifest what I want. I'm now living an amazing life of my dreams, manifesting. Yes. I'm a paid, successful artist. I'm a paid, successful, intuitive healer. I'm a very loved and respected mother and wife and intuitive healer and friend, and speak in the community. Got my internet show where I'm reaching out to more people that are ready to hear these messages. It's all been a process of vibrational alignment. So in order for those things to happen experientially in the third dimension, the first step is I had to be at ease with the stress of the lack of those things. Even when my heart desired them, I had to be in this place where I could be at ease about not having them and know that they're coming. And I just need to be patient and receptive to when they arrive. Then the conscious creation aspect of meditation is so important. I meditate every day, so many times during the day, conscious quiet time and conscious time where I am tuning in, helping other souls in healing sessions where I'm channeling spirit. So now what used to feel like a practice, and it felt like this, I have to learn how to meditate. I have to learn to quiet my mind because it's stressed out. Now is a very natural, everyday thing that I don't even think about. It just happens. And I'm constantly channeling and tuning in. This is the destiny of each of our souls, is to not be like Tanya exactly, but to understand that we're all here to embody this alignment, this way of living and living in trust and living and going with the flow and allowing everything that we desire to manifest in the perfect time, and to go away from this old archetype, this old training of fear and lack, and to know that, yes, we've been trained to do that, and yes, we've seen it and we've manifested it, but we're done with that. It's kind of boring, kind of not very fulfilling. So I'm going to focus over here where I haven't maybe gone, and even though I'm not a professional singer yet, or I'm not a professional, I don't have my Oprah status yet of my show, I'm not going to let that stop me from dreaming and visualizing where I'm going, where my soul is ready to travel and expand to. And so I encourage you all to be very aware of your tendency to go into fear and your tendency to go into your story of lack, how you'll tell people how you always struggle. You'll tell people, I had a woman the other day come, and she felt very drawn to work with me and learn more about angels as well as animal totems. And she said to me, I know there's things you can help me with, Tanya. And she's like, but I'm a starving artist. I really struggle. I'm not making money. I'm barely getting by. And I was listening to her, and I've heard her say this a couple of times. And that day she was going on, and I said, can I challenge you? And she's like, sure. And I said, you need to change the story. I was like, you need to stop saying out loud and in vibration to the universe that you are a starving artist. You need to stop playing the victim role, because the longer you play that card, you're not stepping into your power, and it's really not serving you any longer. And part of the reason that a soul would choose the victim card, like, why would we do that? Because we're getting something from it. A lot of souls that play that card, it's because they have learned when they were young often that if they are the victim role, they get attention, people feel sorry for them, people give them things because, oh, poor you, let me do this for you. And it's often coming from a misalignment where they're creating an energy of guilt and sadness and suffering, and then others cater to that. And so the ones that cater to that over the long course of a lifetime have really created this being and helped co-create this creature of suffering. And it one day doesn't really serve that soul any longer to keep doing that. And so part of us, we have to get into that place where we're very vulnerable and we're very honest with ourselves of, why am I creating this victim story? Why do I keep saying that I can't afford things? Why do I keep saying that that I'm not smart enough or I'm not good enough. Why do I keep telling the world how sick I am? We've got to stop saying it. And so vibrationally, if we come back to our focus today, vibrational alignment, most important thing. A soul that is sick, that focuses on sickness, will manifest more sickness. A soul that is sick, that focuses on wholeness and holds that vibrational alignment long enough, will manifest wholeness. A soul that is poor, that has been enslaved and has been taught lackful consciousness and focuses on lack, will manifest that experience, and they will feel very justified in their story and very passionate about how they have a right and that they've really been, put in positions and they've suffered and we should all feel sorry for them. And it's not serving them any longer, and it's not serving us as the beings in their world to contribute to that and enable it. So the ones who have been suffering in poverty, that then they start to shift their focus to abundance. I'm homeless, but I can dream about this home I would love to have. I'm homeless, but I can imagine a family one day that loves me and respects me. I'm homeless, but I can imagine having lots of money, plenty of money to travel, to do the things I want to do. And even though that's not my reality today, because today I'm homeless, that homeless person has just as much power in creation as the person sitting in a mansion has to worry about the person in the mansion has in worrying about the lack to the point of manifesting their downfall to where one day they're homeless. Do you see? No one's superior or inferior. We're all souls and we're all creating at all times. So the ones that are focusing on lack and problems and sickness and suffering and victimization, they are powerful. So if you're doing that, those of you listening, if you are sick and you're suffering and you're poor, yay, give yourself credit. You are an amazing, powerful creator. If you don't want to acknowledge that, that's where you're in trouble, because now you've created this thing where you want to project it outward and tell others it's their fault for your suffering. You'll never rise in that place. The ones of you that have the courage today to really hear what I'm saying and tune into that and be like, shit, Tanya's right. Like, I can totally tell I've been creating this, and damn it. But I'm going to listen, and I'm going to really trust that I have the power to get myself out of this situation because I created it. So if I can create a total shitstorm, I can also create a beautiful winter wonderland. And we decide what we're creating depending on where we're focused vibrationally and where we're feeling our energy. So if we're talking to the world about, I've got these dreams of this and that and this and that, but I'm in fear and worrying all the time about the lack of it, universe is reading your vibration. You are putting out a frequency of lack, and you will manifest it swiftly. The ones who are, maybe they're saying things in doubt, but they're deep down believing and trying to believe, they're vibrationally having a little conflict. You're at least coming more to a neutral place. But the ones who have decided to stop being in the energy of fear in their thoughts and to start thinking positive affirmations, start affirming out loud, I am a paid artist. I am a successful artist. I'm a successful healer. I am an amazingly powerful soul, and I am a channel for spirit. You have the courage to say that to the world. Vibrationally, you are going to manifest this experience, and beings that tune into you will feel drawn to that power. They'll feel drawn to that energy and that vibration. You'll literally summon them in through the love energy you're putting out. The ones that are in fear, you could be a healer, a teacher, you could think you've got it all figured out, but vibrationally you're in fear of lack, that you're not getting enough clients, that you're not getting enough money, or I don't know if I have enough fame and status. Vibrationally, people are going to feel that, and you're going to repel them away. So if you're to experience that you're repelling people or opportunities, be honest with yourself instead of blaming others or blaming the lack or the government or anybody else externally. There is no one outside of you that is more powerful than your own conscious awareness that's here right now. Like right in this moment,
That's right.
If I tune in, I can be honest with where time is at vibrationally. And if each of you listening can be honest right now and tune in and start to get in a habit of that daily connection where